in black.
Thank you very much. It's very important to know, sir. If you don't matter, me, I know I matter. It's so sad. It's so painful that women don't care about us. We can't sugarcoat it. The state doesn't care about us. Yes. Our families doesn't care about us. Our fellow men don't care about us. So when we are talking about caring for yourself, is the most easiest thing you can do for yourself to make yourself relevant in the time we find ourselves in. But we're saying that men in black, we too, we matter. Men in black, we too, we will take care of ourselves too. So it's two slogans. And if you check Afromas Plus, it says it's not a joke, it works. If you see it, it's not a joke, it works. And for those of you who have done your best and you are on Afromas Plus, God bless you. And those of you who are still trying to find your way because of poverty, because of lack of mental consistency, you don't see how important your welfare is. I want to encourage you that start now. On the 8th of October, God willing, we are officially launching these products at Underbridge. And those you've not seen before, like Sibo for once, will appear there before they come on the drive time. This one includes both men and women. We are not sideline women not to come, so that they can remind you. And there's an app that we are launching at the place. There's an app, Sibo, a solid app that can keep your health going. Today I went for the conference to go and listen to them. I mean, I don't know how your production is, but they should get them to Charlie track. The thing is so solid.
So I see
No, I say I've spoken to the man. He's a busy man. Or they didn't about 4 years ago. No, didn't know man. Charlie, we yet. Ordinary sika phone in them. I work with the less privileged, and they have to hear this. People like Sugar, this boy sitting here, he's so poor to the extent that he hardly changes his clothes, but he has a health problem. That's it. Now, send me also I don't go check. And about could buy every back on next level, but or share this level. And they're wrong. One year t-shirt. What do you want? Mama, be
box way back and I say,
where they be also be brand products and can't angel brand products. Who's a Yana question? It's men in black, but some of 2 and maybe be and say the prostate won't touch ma. Dr. Tinho Behano. It is now, let's do the preventive. We are doing preventive. So the best medicine now on the market, helping us work on our prostate, is Afromas Plus. And I say if you don't have it, Sibo is on it, I'm on it, Benduka is on it, and he's been quiet about it. We are not very, very loud, but we are doing things. Your conversation hits me so much in the car when I was sitting outside that, truly speaking, men, we are sidelined. Now, women have forced themselves to put themselves in our laws. In marriage, a woman is more vocal than a man. That's by law. A woman is more vocal than a man in marriage. Missy, how many call and see a chat talking? How many call? Who's somebody I call? Selling your back now 4 months, it was 6 months, or right to a Japan. Near trouble at this year. Share property act nobody because it's here. Marriage property, what time passing?
Remember, class like passing.
I'm so much the other acquisition. But when I pass here, me and say 30% of your employees must be women, whether you like it or not. The affirmative action, why did they pass it? Have we gotten enough to take off our families? No, have we? Boys are working, they don't have job to do. We don't hate women, no, we don't hate women, but I'm saying that we are giving first placement to them in the universities. We consider them in everything. But we come back to hold the man to take off his family. Yet the born is soon being the Russian war. And what are we doing to ourselves? Why are we rushing? Simo, why are we rushing? The month has ended, schools have reopened, and your wife has brought you books to pay. Even ruler, that is 2 Ghana cedis, she has added it for you to buy. But when the month ends, they are paid. What is it?
All the advantages.
What is it? Lovely empowerment fund doesn't go to men. It goes to women. What is it? Are you happy that 67% of men are in jail because of family-related issues? We are the future of our children. We are the future of our children.
And that's accurate data.
Yes, go and check. It's there. 68 to 70% of men are in jail, and majority of the cases are because of family-oriented cases. Only about who shadow or no koya. Only Juma yeti. They are stand down. Pine. Went to Yano. Yachu. You are reminded because went to Bentia. Bema Kobokrono. Or Ba went to Nagobokrono. What is going on with us? Formerly in football, you are forced to learn a trade from your father. Now it's gone. Your father's trade is not your trade. So your father is a carpenter. He has a carpentry workshop. Or the show menu of the Papa the carpentry workshop is collapsed because neba bear sugar ekosia computer on your coach.
That's a programmer.
Look, men are suffering and women don't care. Upon all this, Edward Naduno and performing a crime or a potumobia. Say sexually you are down. And you draw be very and you Jimmy. Look, what you said I was quite to say it is so painful that nobody sees the welfare of men. And when you attempt to care for yourself, and you made it clear, baby get about one, madam will be the way get back the 5,000 more 10 they use you go to your fellow man, he's afraid to give you because of untumintia. The car say the best thing for Uber or the kid abroad, they can't just stop on their way. It's parked at Abeka Junction. It's parked at Abeka Junction. It's parked at Abeka Junction. The next thing is to fix it for her. But she works at Engine Broadcasting Corporation, they pay every month.
That is now pointing me.
What is it? We are not saying that men, look, they are not lazy. No, there's no lazy man on earth. But the thing is that we have taken every best opportunity from them. We are sitting at somewhere. You say what men can do, you can do and equally do better. So why are they giving you advantage over us? What's it? What's it? Or buy a property, a choice of what you do. Say, we any property now, walk or fight here. Now, Beman so called your bad day. Now, so your bad thing. I'm a bano. Sit down with him. Fear. What time? My God. Look, the laws you are doing, be careful because posterity will judge those of you passing these laws. We don't hate women, but we are saying that can we put men at a position where they can equally take good care of women? So when I hear so bad here, was so there, Juma, ye bibi, but when I hear bibi and the sick Bema scanning. So, yes, and Mema Munsha, you to take care of yourself. After all, what do you do for yourself? You shoot black and brown, bakope, or sneakers, bako, white and black, who show shoes now, a bako 4. Osho shirt, baku 6, or tie abro swa a chat. What? But you look at your wife's things, and she's still asking for more. We don't hate them. We are saying that the truth is they are pushing their liberty in our laws, and it's making us become useless in the sight of our children. Because once you cannot pay for the fees, you are useless. Rent is due, you can't pay for it, you are useless. Yes, a woman cannot pay for rent for you to live inside because you will not have a peace of mind. Or my home though. So the all kind of is a conversation we have to engage. But men, rise up, take care of your health. Don't allow these things to cause you to be deteriorating and become useless. Take care of yourself. I'm promoting for you. Afromas plus Febinaya care. But get your mokana and say, "Mama, dear baby, I'm married, Debbie." Let's be honest with ourselves. She's a small girl. The way they are dressing her as an adult, they should stop the fooling. Whoever is managing her, stop the fooling.
I love this girl. A lot of
me say, oh yeah, Kwalana will make it up. What are the nearchi? I am an adult. What are you saying? You're trying to age with a name. You're trying to name. Nobody's managing her. Now, on when you say that, as all of can say no, that what men are doing. What right does she have? How old is she? 13 years on social media. What are the policies? 13 years. She's supposed to be protected at 13 years. What's the meaning of that? And now, your man who crying, now I need, now I na bouquet or the mark a crank. Is she an adult? Is she an adult? Stop these things. No jump any exam no. And crackers are the sea or no. What is that? And akwara then beke. Beke means benke. Benke. Ben. Unless a voice. Olupa. En. Epa.
Oh, what's that?
Watie jai.
Yeah, what's it?
Onupa. Enu. Epa. Beke. Benke. Unless a voice.
Oh.
So if you don't speak, she will not take the role. So the girl language is the most authentic, sensible language in the whole wide world. Onupa, beke. So many beke ni, beke fe onupa ni. Okona beke fe onupa ni. Akele wo onupa ate ne shu eyin ashi. Many beke ni. Esana kegbe anyi se. Atale no way. No God will share he. Somebody must direct her. She is a child. Beke ni bini abi. Oko bini obuohe. Kegbe akegbe ni buobuke. Get a four at all like onabi. So until Rosie gives that to a child, the mother has no child. She's a request. Bini, ebi, was bekeni, wabwe, koneba chon nune pa, kenune pa, ne for habo, ke for habo, onabi. It's a process for growth. So don't allow this child to come on social media and tell her she comes to say that there are other people who are coming in my DM to do what? What do you mean?
Echo, first story let's also near call. I mean, yes, so I think that Nedia. Remember, maybe I come up. I've been married for 4 months and I'm beginning to regret it already. My husband I met my husband at one popular hangout in Accra. It was just a regular night where I went to get chicken wings and flavored beer. After work,
what a combination.
I went for chicken wings and flavored beer after work.
Is that flavored beer?
Yeah.
Yes. Yellow beer, I didn't know it's a flavored one. The beer. Me tribe it. Me tribe is a member of that. No. We. Me. Hey.
Maybe I was school.
There school in school. Yanko school.
Hello. Oko Bubdos.
I want to you.
But he was also alone. So he joined me on the table. Few weeks later, our friendship turned into dating, and now we are married. But I think I didn't take my time to know him well. He's a very responsible person, but I think he's too dull for my liking, and he's so obsessed with me. Ever since we got married, he's always been around me. He doesn't want us to be far from each other. I need some space to feel like myself again. But I feel like he's policing me too much. I need a way out of this. But is it too early to do so? Oba patches we share ne kumi wo baby a chese okope bi ne chicken wings bi apanenu apon adwuma. Okoya na chese baby boy so no pen on am no so and the obeka no. I want a yonko fa start here na chese on date here na obi akwa awe 4 months. Obu zo be ma no dog. Afin so ma inframan form ntem. I said we budo ama no dodo. E bia na obembe no tare ni sa. As a police in the village. Okay, so man in Quine Kakra. So Bema is it that the problem, man. One year dog man will do or sign bang. Or so free our rain because as a police need only a chance in free. Now, of a choir or bears and I say, I attempt to go. How's land you besides us?
So, one credit say, a man put even who you pay. Na yere aho na ya ye obituary and na akọwara obi ire na tu hu se ni kunu bre pa se na o isan se obi anim de ma pe me tie me nim de ma yere pe na maka ti gusu wale no isan se me ja me yere na me san wale oba until there are times that you don't know what they want. Sana Rosie etia mu nyina mu ne ro cute Rosie oh why na go say cute no e paperwork.
Mad Rosie.
The mad Rosie.
Leave me alone.
Execute near paperwork. Madness in the bones and panukuji. The American say, Sebo. Ya bremo disan komoya kweduchi. Can you know somebody well before you intend to marry them? That's the first question. Osha procedure no dia tujana. Or say or call so ka kopeni BBR woko. and Sambini no kushia maybe or now. So that's how the thing started. Now, 4 months down the line, Omanya Wali. Now wale no wale no bisa say ayembia sa wale okomi onjai in 4 months ana. Emre da wade ho ni kire say imisa sa wade be no ma ware. Efia wade e quarter wade. Because kai say Ghana mra ne kire say o ware afi ba ko untumi njai. This afi mienu. Eno ye mra. O wa quarter wade a. This afi mienu because you cannot go back within the civil marriage and ordinance marriage, 2 years in a film. But if bisa obi to minimum be year and so why na there's nothing like that. Was about to all I but when you so she'll put a surprise on you. The same way you two, you don't even know yourself. So you two in a marriage, your wife doesn't think they know you. So when I hear people saying that maybe they'll be lying, but maybe all in the back at that demo to buy me na colano. They didn't send by. Oh yeah, did school or Baba call university. I am ya and consider. Hey, sorry, Niango on Yan and Tomo Corner got your man. The again in Canada, media back open a may and near in a bar, Dianetio, one pet, if you come pet, if you know. Jamie will one naked, one poor. What Moba say, one work a pacuban, only in Jamie, or Jamie V. No one you baby, no, I'm so near that. So the pregnant, so you cannot defend people. My trouble for this woman is she wants to walk out of marriage, fine, but it is too early to make a request. Nobody can force her to stay in this marriage. You cannot know people too well before you marry them. As we marry and we go on, because marriage is a surprise and a try and error, you discover other things. But remember, there is nothing new in marriage. I repeat, there is nothing new in marriage that you have to compare to when we're dating. This guy's issue is he's too much attached to me. There are other women that want you to be with them 24/7. She's being suffocated. She needs counseling because she has a particular temperament model that needs to be assessed and helped. Madam, 0277 609 644. The number should be kept on 0277 609 and then 644. Thank you for joining us. And remember that the launch is coming off on the 8th of October. We'll leave invitations here for those who want to join us. Once you come, we'll take you through. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. And yeah, and commoning na ABC. Yeah, sorry, so na yeah, the Angel Evening News at also. I'm watching that the sign of a common said. I mean, come on, you free name what's wrong with this? Well,
I'm not, the internet is boring me.
Stop for nothing again.
we should check your game.
When you show me, I'm a higher dear. I'm a fair you say.
Hi family, I'm coming, okay? Enter.
I want to brush. Enter for what? I want to brush. Stop telling me to enter. That is worrying me. What is this? I don't know if you ever meet in life.
Wow. Hi family.
Internet is really okay. The internet is very distracting. I'm sorry. I keep going off. I keep going off and on. So what? Charlie, how do things? Everything cool.
Today, we get some small issue.
I mean, right now the socials now before they come.
We get some problem with the social.
So at the point is that I tell you not even on air.
Then I be talking to say, people they monitor on social.
Yeah, I mean, my car at times the radio loading. Charlie, what this thing? You come on one leg.
Hey,
if you joke, no leg. If you no leg for them.
I know they come here. So
maybe Apache try see you go see Apache your laptop go hit the ground. I don't know. Say you insure your laptop. If you insure it, I do not insure the Charlie. Where we are. So I have 484 from one chair na internet. Me the I say my third data me that data go me phone so me call below 10 terabytes. That's my issue because I get back to kumi many jida. Who shall say, my door, 9 talents in back. Some ministry body going 9 talents in back. It's a mommy very distracting. Well, and yet, not reported speech. The old kind and young actual. By Benedict, Obi Sash will be a new. Even in DSTV in Komoya, Minister Costati, a gun of Fuya. At 2 minutes, you said, no, yes, man, or Minister Kobama. When you good rate, the Ayobo ball, I wish you just man or DST, whatever, people, you be rough people. Hey, it is Anna. In the way, we go cast as here as a MTN, Tigo, Vodafone, we go come as here. One among can be a wow, but you basically answer. Ye didn't come out for any. I may catch Sebastian Commando, very relevant and very, very essential. Men are seriously being sidelined, and if you go and talk, then they say you are chauvinistic, you are what? Misogynist. And the funny thing is that every woman wants to believe that when you want to fight for what is right for you, they say you are a narcissist. And also you're a narcissist. It's a one person very fair to be a narcissist. Now what you do, but how long are we going to continue in that particular tangent? Our children are watching. Our children are watching what daddy is becoming. And it's funny to hear women who have lived with their husbands from 1991, and they are now punishing them for whatever they call it that they did to them in 1995. So if you are married to a man and from 1995, whatever the man did to you, you are not able to pay him back. Now that he's getting to his older age and you want to punish him. Well, every man, when you're growing at your older age, I encourage you to have a child at your older age. Not with your wife. It's better because your wife cannot give you a child at your older age. You can be offended, but I'm telling you the truth. So that the older age child, the mother might see you as an old man and still want to be with you and help you. But as for your wife, who saw you earlier on, Charlie and Koyi, and I've said it before on several occasions that when you are broke, don't attempt marriage. Why? Because broke people never gain respect after even whatever they make it out of life. Unyesika said then, you said now you're in and can't a year onim said they here oh Buddha. Nadaben Unyeska. Nah, why could you? When people are calling you Dr. Lutrot, why could you? There's a move how could you say and I find it so very, very disrespect and very, very annoying that when people are trying to tell your wife this is your personality, she forces herself to let them know that you are not what they think you are, but she's representing the name that people wish to have. Was it last week? I think myself and Sebo was discussing. Was it Sebo? I don't know, but yes, it's Sebo because on Tuesday, where we're talking about the South Africans have gotten access to a law where they choose to maintain their name. But it was not Sebo. Friday, the story came up on Friday. I was with Sebo on Tuesday. Actually, my time was limited. I wanted to pull up with Sebo to hear that now the law is gone in South Africa, that women are also advocating that when men marry them, they should take their family names. So you marry a woman who is called Ogbachechola, and instead of her to become Mrs. Lutrot, right now we'll hear you calling yourself George Ogbachechola, because you went to marry a woman who is called Ogbachechola, and they have passed this law, and it's like a joke. People are happy about it. And somebody said, what do you lose? So a man has married a woman, but right now the woman is demanding that take my father's name. And the law has passed itself. Then it gave me an option to check in the laws of Ghana. Here is what I found out, and it was shocking, Sibo, that even in Ghana, when you marry anybody, it is voluntary for them to choose your name in our law. Any by force. You may be shocked, or you will be shocked to hear say it's only about it. Na oye na adi se odi mpo a onfa odin a mra bia nchechire no ono pa na ofa sana mra ne kew opa na ofa odin no nje sa oti sa nkobo na ase a ole oyere tia opa a na ofa odin opa. So ahondi nyina ye di hyemu abomodin ahye wandi onyama ye abc di ni edi ze de nyina udin ebeda no so no ye se opa na ofa etiama aye me gina bi sa se na trosem ne se ye bre mu na aso wanka se yo se mmiri bi beba e man so be bi sa se mema fa wondi nto wo so meto ma bi anye di o mepo mata ade ahye o mo bepe be bi atena na o mo fa wondi keke ento so. Bible knows how important it is for a woman to take the name of the husband. But the laws of the land have taken everything from men to the extent that right now they made it voluntary that when you even marry her, after all the ordinance noise and the wasteful resources just to make sure that she has an assurance in the marriage, the law says she chooses to change her name to your name or not. It's a voluntary thing in the law. Men, we have nothing except our male organ. The manhood is the only thing you have at the moment. And when they say manhood, I don't know if you understand what a man and a hood is. A hood and a man. So most of us, we've lost the man and we are holding the hood looking noise. You know what a hood is? Don't throw up. So when they started pushing for this law in South Africa, here is more than 30 years. They started pushing because the arrogance is too much. When your husband will demand that you've not changed your name, I will not share anything with you. You can't have portion of my estate, and you work in places you have achieved, and you become a professor of so and so, you become a doctor of so and so, and all of a sudden you are called Dr. Mrs. Lutrot. As if to say the glory goes back to the Lutrot family. And this is why they were pressing and forcing themselves that right now we don't want men to add their names to our name alone. We too, we matter as women that we want to give our names to our husbands. And the law has been passed. Hear me. And I asked further, I interrogated the law by getting a senior lawyer, not just a lawyer, he's become an appeal court judge now. So I interrogated him and asked further. And I said, what are we saying here? That women are not going to give names to husbands. Can it be possible in Ghana? He said, it's a law that if anybody presses today, we'll pass it. I say, wow. Why? And I say, so what happens to you? Your mother is sitting somewhere and their son Lutrot, before they hear, are going to choose a name from another clan. And so I use an Ewe name as a Ga, or I use a Ga name as an Ewe, because I'm going to marry a Ga, and me as an Ewe, I won't call myself Lutrot again. I'm calling myself Tego. I'm calling myself Okainkwe or something like that. So when I go and pick my wife's name from their family house, Okainkwe Lutrot, then my family, no more Lutrot. I'm now called John Okainkwe. The Okainkwe family will see me as a man who came to marry from their family. So what happens to my family? And I asked the appeal court judge, so if I die, what happens to me? Because I've not invested into the Lutrot family. I'm going to join the Okankwe family. What happens? This is the other part of the law. The laws in Ghana says at age 18, at age 18, you can choose any name you want. It's also a law in Ghana. Voluntary change of name in Ghana. So when you hit 18 and above, you can choose to call yourself any name at all. I say, wow, okay. So I asked, I don't contribute to my family anymore because I've changed my family name. What happens when I die? Because the law says the dead body belongs to you. Say the dead body belongs to the family. Immediately you pass on, the law is activated from the customary portion that the body must come back to the family. So whether you are going to carry a name from the Ewe family, from the Gal family, the family comes to carry you to perform the rites that is deserved for you as an Ewe, as a Gal. People, it's sad. These things must be taught in schools, because we don't know some of these things. We don't know the laws that governs our living. So you can change your name, invest in other family and other clans, sorry. But when you die today, your family must come for you and come and bury you. By our customary laws. Now, and the other part of the law that was funny to me was Christians, we are mocking ourselves. Oh no, hear me, I'm a pastor, I'm talking. We are mocking ourselves because the Muslim religion is the only religion as we speak now in Ghana that have been able to inculcate their religious practice, fully into our laws. The Christian faith has only picked some surface brushing and we practice it, but it's not in our laws. Are you aware when a church says that because you have had sexual intercourse with a lady you want to marry, they will not supervise your marriage? You can sue them because we have not put it in the laws of Ghana. We marry according to the ordinance law. So church doesn't have marriage. But the Muslim people have inculcated their marriage into our law. So we have Mohammedan marriage. You see the game. Now the funny part is that when you become a Muslim by law, because they have inculcated their religious core belief in our system, a guy who has gone to become a Muslim, when they die, they are buried in the Muslim way, and the law accepts it under the customary law. Say Christopher Suna Yason, Yamfa Yam Sunum Bambremu. But Cremofo, the Omudiana Atra and Sum Edia Bambremu. And you will Cremofo, what ye need Christopher Wadi. Etimity ways and go down Cremoni and neck. Nasaman Danimichi answer Sansa Cremoni. Nami Wua, mi busuan for Becca say Jack on the ban. Na Cremofo na the coin see me son said, me Gideon said. Mi wua yen siem wo kan for panso embrani jitu the son somebody embrani ko. I don't know if you know the laws. So relationship, my question today before we go to our story for the day is, Sebo asked a question that was on my heart between the male gender and the female gender in marriage. Who do you think suffers more and why? That's my question for us today, this evening. Before we go to the story for the day. A man in Mema Ewa Wadi wine a brepa. Now, all can't your brepa, Chere, I see DNT, I wouldn't say, bear money or bar Ewa Wadi wine a break. In general, Poyenka say a man, Poyen, maybe and fan bar Wadi. And man name ma why won the brepa a conversation for see because and say compare your brepo. But some komoya ba a son say opportunities ni leverage a see di to kwemuma e nipa da se ni no ya the gender abe better opportunities who says here. That is what has necessitated these conversations. It in common is straightforward. Men in black, we too will matter. Men in black, we too, we will take care of ourselves too. It's Afromas Plus. Now Afromas Plus here drobia. Now who on the uniform? Now who on the was so far? Now some on the was through a sunset. A drone bois my check your prostate no home come. A drawing fire by a immune booster. A share am I a liver a gene. A share am I a juice or one also a gene. A share my pomudin a gene. Would they ye, would ye? Emma Moja a dear full sunny year will read you. Samson as our spam now, oh, Anua brass and so a drawing money general beating. Emma don't to mean you ba any more bar. The environment to mean sorry, Emma is sorry. But title party, you focus me a prostate. And the prostate no common yedi. Wow, shame this year, a monthly dietary supplement. Mostly be one box, a 30 capsules in the womb. Oh, emphasis here. Your pharmacy shops now are pitting Accra, Ghana, baby. Ghana Fanabia, Afromax, maybe war. Now, say, young can't Emma or sing and Famo, dear. The air can say, oh, I'm on near a binyambao. Namia Duma, Bosunia Bay on the 27th day of September. Adibachi 28, Afromax, ebe do United States of America. Minuka say, Samson and Namia Duma. Actually, the first week in October, a drawway ebe do UK. The Akenya, Bronubia was be o frame number 0277 609 644 0277 609644 Afromax Plus a beme do tatahe beme bi antwa ne Jones or yura wan ho the Emma ye kasemi posted glands are enlarged. Take this and make it a serious drug abefa debia nopa ana debia numere sane be ya ebema prostate no agina faako mema prostate enye ade ebe kra behwe prostate no the state must be clear. Afromax Plus na wo hia Councillor Lutrot me na me kofare bae obehun be a be nam be a be bo ni nyina councillor na ehye man black councillor na kiti adre me di bi bobo me di bi ye am resting ahonding mapa de hia ne se obefa ebi mo ato and on the showcase you see what yeah no refi o councillor do refi se befa enti ni I active page no ye page no ye cow de bia no pass fa Afromax no and you be so ye cow and to edro ni pa ne no ato page no so sane be ya wo hu nkoto chima mesrew and ngwase ba ko me hia se bema enama ontumi control the Jones of Trabaro a sense that the prostate no are weak and jama urine challenge to mean control the urine that comes out at what time is supposed to come mesrew no edro ni bisisi a your friend Afromax Plus omo ka ho bi na ma na yibedi ye de ebro baby a wo bia no ni bia frame 0277 609 644 Peace FM security man or one anymore otomu and what him to see na who baby a one who is a pharmacy ni bi o na bi ko Peace FM who are dental or Steve's pharmacy who are nwa ko all the pharmacy shops in nwa baby a wo bia obenya bi look that say see network ni very 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 bad and correct baby a network ni nam no ahomti kakra but ye be use the sa ko sita ma ye gina ye nice sense then you see the sound so you ben say your data maybe on and off Dumson network me am network na ye dum na so dum so data me ato ana data na sa say mo he asa me din ko say mo just data e gina ne nan so ana asa me bin say me data if 10 terabyte e ye bi abna e wo ha me do ba ko obia any blame said me oba me ni gine ho a o makoma mu owa oso ni to doso ni do for doso ni color ye definitely sweet and nice abna ni e ade foforo ade ba ko wa abna ho a me ni gine ho se ni bufu a ho se ni bu afu ni kasa mu kire se ni bu afu o mane no so a okasa a o hwa o yema show nanso o ya igbenimba I before my title no more ofe omote brofo so mun ko school bo penti ase asantini nko school a ontumi nka brofo oko school kura ne brofo kan de no mu me kan kure asantini ko school no e professor kura you are no end guy na so ko school elu echi professor Empofe or ka brofo you are exactly you are or can you what must say sanity sana nkan ni so ne bri no ko school ko lu ba amore echini nkoda echina kanini 100 cities obeka welcome home come and the encline for ya de no I believe bia nkan bibia top but I be for pet and omo bosom esi for what I be no o si no come no cambrofo wa pass on ko school da I before bosom do one and the abrofo no mo de hyase and omo de ye bosom ntima ko Kurobi so a bosom na esi papa no so okasa no or camera 40 so bi ofi amanone pure UK English conform ko school da conform onko school da na so o kan brofo ko je tie so for bi a se me ko school da na so me kan brofo ko hwehwe o ya igbeni I before so for nko school o mtumi kan brofo na akan for so for na nko school mo brofo kan ye de so bi se ku jata afi no so brofo but the brofo kan nyina ya kesia baby a feel this offer dictionary interpret wa hwa akrobeto come brofo this offer dictionary and o asantifo anko school o mo bra bo e bi o nko school mu mpo a o pronunciation o r problem o l problem but I before I'm go school I'm go for can eda from boko eti na de bia me wa mo se bi hia abena sa na abena ka brofo a otu se aibeni a ote brofo a no efe ne nyonko ba Esther e hia no o hia de yem hye se abena ni ana na ka so a short girl ade ba ko abra ho se won hwa o ye ma shuniti ya kete ni sisi nso ya fia na no ni brofo de na yasi na yenye ndim se eye nwana but the odi ni ma ehu se na yasi so e de pa enwani ni adofo wa woni ma bla sugar me ma the next 3 seconds opie no ba abonte a hwere yi ni page ni private enti mo ambese mo hwɛ de mo kwa mo hwɛ bisa Esther abna wo to sen Esther abna wo to sen Vic em se dia me to do so kakra eye rich wife onu mponi de no a body in a term, body yazo. And in me hear description of I will say Abna is sumptuous and presentable. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you to our school of relationship and marriage. Now, your story of the day, Naba, but come on, there are 2 days, Shasi and say, minimum video, no so. I can only video, they say, do a very beautiful girl, okay. When she was with Talented Kids, she came out from Talented Kids, and we are using her very much on most of our international bouquet presentation. This short, beautiful girl, it will give you a different. The name is gone. I'll get a name for you. She came down to come and say that men are coming to the DP and are making advances to her as young as she is, and she's telling the men that she is not old. She's just 13 years, so they should stop what they're doing. And I'm saying that the thing is that they have to check her look. She has the body. She has to check the way she grows. My daughter at 22, before she left to go to a university, she studied medicine in Cuba. She was just 20 years. When I'm standing with her, she looks like my wife. She's breasted. She has enough body. And she was not even doing her hair. She was doing, I didn't let it plait her hair. She was barbering her hair, but she still looked plumpy because she was cute. She was huge. She's taller than Rosie and thicker than Rosie, so that's what I'm saying, that you need to protect them. She looks like an adult, but I buy children dresses for her. So you can't be making her an adult and give her a chance to talk because she's fluent. And I'm cautioning the parents that check her. She's still a child. And that's why I love the girl language. And I said on show, the network was not stable. Let me repeat again. In the Ga language, when you hear Benken, the word is Benken. I repeat, Benken. Ben in Ga means voice. Ken means a must. It must happen. So when you meet it, when we're calling a child, in the Ga language, a child means with unless a voice. Benken. Benken. Jagben. Unless you add your voice. So a child must always be instructed by voice. That is how the Ga language pronounces it. Sana in Kankasanity, the most expensive language in the whole wide world. It is the only language that finds itself in the medical books, and we are still studying it. Kontomire came, but unfortunately we have made it green leaves into brackets Kontomire. But Koshoko is a study that everybody goes through it. And Koshoko is a study that most medical students must study and write exams on it. The spelling is a Ga word, Koshoko, which means more nutrition. Yeah, it means society is here. So the Ga language is very, very powerful. It's not about fighting Obake against Akwaba. No. People say Aeko. Aeko is not a tree language. Ahe Ekolo. Ahe Ekolo. So the Ga language is very authentic and strong. Beke Benke. Now, if you come to an adult, the girl says onu opa. Onupa means onu opa. You have heard as a child. Now you have stopped. So onu opa, it means onupa, which means I can make a onupa ni. It was making you feel onupa ni again. You know, it was making you feel onupa ni. Obahana yohi. Nakano ko onupa jibu fake beke bi ani ohana yohi. Yake onupa le onupa onupa. You have heard that you have stopped. So in your growing up, a lot was put in you. So we have built the level of you pa 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 pa. And the Ga language pa came out of a rhythm. So when the Ga says pa, it comes with a tap pa. So pa, stop. It's a doing word. It's an action for the Ga. The word pa on opa. Well, me dia mamu. Me dia brem me twa rosi fa me so ni brem. Me dia mamu. Mo asua enkrankasa no. Eti akwala de ye gitum se oye nkwada de. Eti so fa akwada gina na wo dress ni se panyin a. Obeye mpanyin sam. Na oye mpanyin sam so a omo omani afi bi eni beba wo so oye panyin. Esa se wo fie ni ye ntro wani so. Nsa abaya ne nkomo no amekan wo nti ase. Em se na wo twa atwa mu nso no. Mo nyina mo ni lumba enkomo no. Mati se lumba sister abedi nkomo. Ene menyamre network ni e ba. Na ka Tuesday bia no ne se body nkomo se sebo akoye no ho odo broni antisewa. Minim so matua ni bia na emitumi nkan of me akokot. But the kasemu kire se na ni ewo that the lumba baby mama no enye se na je ho ba na o se na ade ye ne mobo oye o kama futi o ka bia man ba se bo ho ye mesere oye kama fu enti o ka bia man se bo hwe na yire njao na wadi be mo kwan na be ka bia man ebuso penyi so be kasa okoye interview ni ebisa simple sensible questions. And we should opinion to me answer questions or the namosa na interview. And the man crofo abakwa beto or man penny abeto of friend day. And we should opinion abeto the dean said or your star boy. A best star, lumber we no, we should opinion be star, the BIA friend. It is your own friend star boy. Na Starboy no mo friend kura eno so ye hwede ye no afa ya nkokọ bi so mpanyi kasemu o si omo pe adwobrawo na ye ka amato garafo nyina tim se wa wo kasa wan kasa ye bi asisi a no maka che lawyer for so omo siu ye enti me kasa sisi a me bi ahwe ye na kasa because ebucha panyi aye na so me siu me na o siu me so a ebe ye de ma me se bitima agege me mo hwe ni aremande me. It means why careful say lumba kasa make be careful. Ade ba akoso na mkruma isi floral tissue for aye tissue bi a yedi sike mu. Ena mehu ene yedi bi aba amato. Na me towie na me sanfre boy ne katen say enka me ntobio. Because na me I don't want to condone to illegality. Na me nimpo say floral tissue for na aye. E kirem ne e ka kirem say sewa ame here. Kankrofo a epushi ama that lumba tissue no mo ye bana me bisa se busampanyi so be kasa ye o be ka se enkrofo de that lumba edin to tonton nyawa ni ade bi e ma ye de di po ba mu se ono ton t-shirt ni nyama na on ton hwe na obi obeso obi bi se bi ro fam bra kwan so ne enyo me fam bra kwan so na bi se den obi am be permission fi omo so on ton hwe. That was when he was granted the interview. Maintain the baby as a penny esi nkomiaka says si ade obi etimi the lumba mfuni eyebibi. Under the law is an illegality. And I say what can you claim ya Rosie move divinity. Omni di echini. Se car ehwefo na biscuit in a womb, drink in a womb. Na enkrofo ewo area ho eko fidi on later. Obi afa bibi a criminal. Because the goods are not yours. In an accident, whatever you find at the ground is part of the exhibit. And when the people come back, gain consciousness, they have the right to go for their things. And by insurance cover, whatever they have lost, the insurance is supposed to provide it to them if they insured their bags. Unfortunately for us, when we get to the VIP station, they collect money from us, but our bags are not insured. So when you get to Kumasi and your bag is dirty or torn, if you go and see, now also there who abruchi now want a bag, and to bag a finti at the obinate so. Then wow bag on bag, person, who bag where you finti our bag, so our bag no okay. That is what somebody told me in one of the buses when it's not a VIP bag, but one of the buses I joined some time ago. And when he brought my bag, the zipper was spoiled. They drag it so much constantly, and I spoke, and this is what they told me about. I hear the network is still not stable. That is why I'm repeating myself for the sake of those who didn't hear. So, Daddy Lumba baby mama versus Akosua Sewa. Daddy Lumba's sister came to speak, and I listened to her very, very carefully. And whatever she said, I want to interrogate what she said. So if you will give me the permission and crave my indulgence, let me please play for you what Daddy Lumba's sister said. Because I think that Team Odobrumi are very happy to hear this. Let me also say this before I play the video. That my condolences to Apostle Kojo Safo's family and children. That, okay, they say the network is stable now. Thank you so much, my Lord. Now, thank you. Apostle Kojo Safo has passed on. And may his soul rest in preference. I don't know why people are so diabolic in this country. So when somebody says the man is older than the age I give it us, how can the man die and you are telling us his age? Oh, the guy is not yet. He didn't chop his 90 years, but he does all that looks like he's 100 and something years. Well, he's passed on. Honorable Adua Safo, my condolences to you. I'm not in black because of you. I'm in black because of Men in Black campaign, where we are pushing something that matters to us, and it's called Afro-Man's Plus. But I have to go and then greet and sign a book of condolence. I never had opportunity to meet the man face to face. I've been on his TV set before. Abna Chibuachi was supposed to take me to go and greet Papa. It never happened. And I remember that Sibo's brother Gideon was supposed to take me to go and greet the man. It never happened. And then, you know, Osibo, Gideon. No, Osibo, the Zara man, his junior brother. It's called Gideon. No, not Osibo here. Osibo, the Zara man. His brother was supposed to take me to Papa to go and greet him and tap blessings. It never happened. Lucky now, I've been able to go to Chief Imam already for Chief Imam to give me blessings. And but I'm not going to go to this. This was the man I was targeting to go to. So I don't have that relationship direct to him to go and sign book of condolence and other things. If I go there, then I'm following Abna Chibuachi, my lady, one of the sweetest girls in our industry. I'm a spiritual manager, and so I'm following her. She's also my marketing director for 3G Awards in the United States of America. That's her father. You know, following her, I can follow her to go and sign a book of condolence on behalf of her. But let me say my condolences to all the brothers, deceased family, especially the wife that was left behind, the heirs, and the children, Honorable Adjusaf, and all the children that are left. Relax and let's do a proper funeral for your dad. All the inventions that he brought, let's celebrate it with the inventions. And it's sweet. So my condolences to the Kantanka family members. And now, so Daddy Lumba's sister. Sister. Yente will come. The one as one people say we more.
Because Sunday corner, they said you'll be a service will be a BPL no kind of bello. Because of me, I need you one. And then you back to say. Because service I may be at Papa or Bra, and Shango for me, almost Casa Bibriana or Brax and all. Or Yanyama Bibriana or
And Master Miakin.
what you did so channel. It is a day opposite cancer. A funny movie, that's a young female. Yes, yeah, and say that it will be a career. M1 for fast to be a was said the aircon the near night, and me any money, and me a night. It is a Bayan Ghana for being Miss Uber Tiamia. Almost stop for ya, the country and the liberty. Because Papa know a back of the Bible back of so snap him. Yeah, but you. And I'm in India, I was out of one. It's a company. It is a of the dear airport swan. Yes, I am. Yes, Ghana for guys, damn what? Said John Kubema to be catchers who grew up on a camaya. It is that blue boy a camaya. I know upon you, and maybe fatu or more for a big faddy shamu answer, a big faddy shamu, a bit two or more for big grass of it. No big grow, big grow, or shadow one of as for faddy, every share be free water. Ade, and a well one and you won't send the grace. I'm what a Busiano Campron. I'm what on Ashudiana or Peno, or no, I'm pet, some yours.
Asan. The Aminia. So this is Daddy Lumba Miaba. I don't know where the full video is. Faustina Fusu. Hey, Daddy Lumba Miaba. Onunso abekasa. Ebusia penyinsu interview. What needs to be going now? But assemble could be said with your penny ma and let Akofa sa a conversation ya ban say. You be said with your penny say the airport the equi. Why in the air ye opener? So sad to hear that. Oh yeah, so because said that the Luba Kraman contextually though, but it was a wrong illustration. That baby be a Kraman committee is a Kraman can a muti a moon and a Kraman tier. Kraman Ben or share spectacle and boarding $1,200. Now me the catamini. So because I want someone to where can I get one? Oh, Trump Towers in the United States of America. You can get it there. Look at it. Oh, you can get it. I don't know the original from the fake. So what I'm wearing is fake. It's okay. But what I'm saying is that this one was gotten from Trump Towers. The receipts are there. It was bought from Trump Towers in the United States of America. On the Manhattan, there's a building there. The door is gold. That is why I took it from. And so and it was a very, very pleasant gift that I was asked to pick. And I picked this. That's it. Okay. So I would not. And if you think that this is not original, but this is the fake, I don't really care. Because as I sit, I don't know the fake from the original. And I don't need to wear the original before I know that I'm wearing the original. And I don't know how it feels to wear the original away from the fake. But what I'm saying is that I'm wearing a glasses that is expensive. To me, $1,220 with taxes. For me, I believe is expensive. $1,002 here in Ghana. I did to space. Sana maybe You be at the Nisikama. You always come on the toy, the ashen, a brand, who was a paycheck. It's where we check. Who said, manage a catania, or every market anywhere. So that's here. So, a penny design say between Odo Brody any sewa, akosua sewa. Oh, bad network. Really, Madam Angasa Neka. I'm repeating myself because Madam see my network my bad. Abra Gasa Neka said, it's another my door, Bisa, million tenement points. Thank you, Major. So, if you say, your penny said, it was a wrong question, though. Said between Akosia Sewa with Germany, that is Lumba. Any Odobru, that is Lumba and Kuala Man means one way. Me, why ne Ebeye Ukuna? Ebusia opinion to me, Yabo. Yabo tape, no things back and forth. Ebusia opinion to me and Chiraye, Dubey Ukuna. Ewa be the chi. Na shall your kind, Otum for ye, you 2 4 years na Ebusia Tinasini, I shed die, the crap that you may chi crack. Now, on Ebusia for by Chire, dear, ends so you puna, and at the so you puna. Say a man in an ebeya Ebusia by Chire. So Baba couldn't obey and say Ebusia by Chire. And she shy, it didn't see. One kakuna, you was here and she shy, didn't see that. Timmy. Young Konko bisa interpretation of Joyokuna. Before you go to the Supreme Court for interpretation of certain portions of the Constitution, it's because it needs an interpretation. For example, in our study as Ghanaians, during the election, at the states, the Constitution says that by 12 midnight, Parliament is dissolved. 1. In the absence of the president and the vice president, the acting president constitutionally is the Speaker of Parliament. But within the framers of the Constitution, after we go to the polls to elect a president, and on the 7th December, we are supposed to, as it were, swear the president in. Within the 12 midnight where Parliament goes through recession, the country runs without a leader. And it became evidential and very, very dangerous that an interpretation of that portion of the Constitution must be given. So we went for interpretation, and out of the interpretation, we change our laws. So we go for interpretation so that we can interpret the Constitution. This is not in the state of Daddy Lumba, Sewa, and Odobroni. I think she's also in the camp of Odobroni camp. I don't know what she has been given. Are you also at the Odobroni camp?
No, I'm not.
Because Sebo behavior on radio speaks as if he wants to be.
Wow,
because if we are hearing that, Ebusia Penny till now cannot tell us who is the widow. Even though Ebusia Penny told from the beginning of the conversation said they don't know Odobroni. If you remember, Omoni will be Omoni about one Omoni Sewa. Lumba, she see Lumba tea. Rosity or trans my way man. Obesa you get away dear. Oh bread. So as we sit, it's not that Ebusia Penny is going to look for interpretation from the customary constitution to know who must become a widow. But till now, we don't know who the widow is. We claim we don't know who the widow is. No, we don't know. Because I know the widow. I know the widow of Daddy Lumba. And the widow of Daddy Lumba, by the customary law, is the wife whose bride price have been paid to the family. And as we sit, Daddy Lumba, by virtue of the statement made by the family head, paid the bride price of only one woman to them. And that's the only woman they know, who is Akosua Sewa in Germany. So now, we've not been. That's why. So we are so what do you find? We are black. She's black.
What do you say?
Sister, what do you say? What do you say? Yes, a roof in the shop. And all dark skin. So it's all dark skin. And I wear dark dresses here.
Yes.
I did there. Are you observed? I like wearing dark clothes. You don't like bright clothes. Why? You are hardly do I see you in bright clothes. Yes. Because the last I saw you in yellow, I was very happy. Very, very bright yellow. I saw you. The other times I saw you today, I've seen you in red. So because of your color, do that. And I don't know why when you go to the salon, you choose color 8 for braiding your hair.
It's my natural hair.
So your natural hair is black too as well.
Yes, that's my natural hair.
Hey, then do because so it's really you are really dark. You are not black because nobody is black. You are dark. I don't know if your every part of your body is dark, but if
I can see.
so she just left. According to her, every part is not black.
Yes,
Me just so near black or pay or can't because when who me na me who na the two girls to say rules and no pet any on record. It has but for baby, I will two girls are carrying wood. We could begin the mayor. But what is the cute? What you do left so say now the right as so say you can grab it and then hit it. Also, and the rose will go when body you will pass when your problem. But Okonia what arms say we are wrong one. Their arms near straight. So what come you go for your square those are no one able to say no a line. And then will send me look as so the tone left and right. What it ow Rosie, the whole bar. Oh yeah. Okay. And that was just by the way, because of the network. I was trying to hold the network. So the network is still bad. I don't know, the network is still bad, actually. So, like I'm saying, there was a penny telling us that Ebusia Earth Nasini Ashe. I wadia no a year no she shared in Yamanyama. It's not truly a clear statement for all of us because the woman is said, Okunayo, you go here interpretation to come and tell you, Okunayo. Oba ya worried, Ewo Ebusian sim. Ya sign, I say Ebusia and she share Ako Warren. Ewo Bremunu. Ono yere bema. In California, a bubu hikano, on any that vine into Urano. And the onu and the Yenura. And there was a penny my etias, yes, sir. Ebusian in the Mobaba open, or only Akusia Sewa. And the Anden Nabisian, almost a pass will be. Lumber near Bansia Sumbian near Pet, will be a pass will be. I think the young cotton cotia, you could be just a wine of your plan. It was a penny yesterday. I was a penny to see a steady one, but I say any deal. Many sound, we are penny, where was a penny, winning day. Shall one compromise with me because me the minimum said, yeah, mamma, an idea, or compromise your standard, you have found court Supreme Court. Your frail say, but you one, it was summer. It says a summer don't come on what you do. Natia Siphobia, you won't go as summer. It is a cat a year yo. She ye share. Ebusua panyin bi tena ase. Na awodi hye bi bewale. Na abaya no be abaya no ho ade ama ebusua na ena ne maame da ne benkum so. Enti no why nhyehyɛ ne dada. Ansa na ne maame ni ka nkyinegu. E ba ne saa no ye besrɛ won sɛ nhyehyɛ na aba ne nti no. Yenye awade ne ewi a ne nye yie. Ena mpanyifo se daabi. Ne maame ntumi nhye fridge mu emma yenye ne ba ho ade. Eti yentwa awade nu na yensie no yesie ne wie a ne yenkoya awade no. Enkrofo ekoko apai ene ekoye saa kopa bibi ma abusuampanyin yekoche no watch any shoe ni belt say na brand ni fi abrochie na aba ene abusuampanyin jimie oje watch belt ene shoe ene compromising the stand say enya abadada afi na ebehia amaya sie ni maame enti omo nkoso na yenya awade no omo ya awade ni wie a na ya tenase ena opanyi ba ko bisa ne se abusuampanyin de okay awade ya ye kwa asie ye di fufuo ana tuntum na eko esan se ya mamre ni amanuye mu no ye nua ba na aka nkyene guada na benkum so abaya ne maame na aka nkyene guada na benkum so amamre kire se ne maame etofom a eso hye tuntum enye fufuo ena wede no nso atade ne ye fufuo de wo koye amamre kwan so no wo tomra abusuampanyin se me fio bia me ne abusuampanyin esi ni ama ne belt watch any shoe sika de kan ho de amama ho abusuampanyin anti ase e no share da se yenye wedding e da na so ya ye be ye wedding ade chi anopa aha ye bre abusuampanyin so ntoma o demanded cloth to go and sit in the marriage. And Jomo Bren and Toma Yefra. And according to the story, an opabus opinion sorry, you know. Kentena ya de bread say obefra, well who kentino. Onon so onunkwa not. I'm not supposed to laugh. If we are very sorry, we are in Tomana, Onuko wedding. The other fire is opinion. But they say the Busabian dress ye. Yeah, train our money pee. Or share be to money dana and to money new. Kenteni new. Now, a colaro, a branch of Warena or man of force dates because they are supposed to postpone it by our tradition to finish the burial service before they go and marry. The young man from the US bought a cloth and brought it to Busampini. So Busampini's dressing, the wristwatch, the belt, and the cloth, and money was what they used to twist his hand to allow the marriage ceremony be contracted against the death of the mother of the girl that was going to be married. In the morning, they are receiving the marriage, so the families will come to their house. Abusuampanyi's cloth was nowhere to be found. They were asking one after money to me happened to be that Abusuampanyin to obefra also when who are number here. So the people were given 11 o'clock. According to the narrator of the story, they got ready from 9 a.m. waiting for the family of the groom to come and do kokoko so they can perform the marriage rites in the house. Right now, the white dresses must not be worn by anybody. Everybody attending the marriage ceremony and is from the woman's side must be in black because they can't do any other color. But because Abusuampanyin has forced them to receive the marriage, some decided not to come. So the family was divided according to the storyteller based on what Abusuampanyin's decision was. So they said from 9 o'clock throughout to 10:30, the male cloth that was part of the bride or part of the request to have the funeral, the marriage done against the traditions of the family. They didn't find the cloth. So Penny was inside and said he would not sit if they don't bring him the cloth, whoever has taken it. So they reported it to the daughter that Dan tomorrow be friend and and it became a problem. Based on all these, the only thing they are supposed to do was to get Penny something to wear. So in a in my forgetfulness, Penny doesn't live in a Trasacco house where they came to do the engagement or the tradition. So they all came there. So Penny came there with his things to receive the whole of their family house. Ne baba girl no Ebusu fie baako ewo Trasacco Valley phase 2 on the choir. Make a true story. So he ended up saying Ebusu Penny and Toba. Any a smile say young compare to Mambre Ebusu Penny, say in fie any cool crew, any some compare king table floor. Because nobody can come and steal the cloth of any of the buy. They do on about 11:15. Any of them tomorrow floor buy. Any of the brothers and pennies say on fra. No brand yet to be and yet our dear. Ladies and gentlemen, all this time, immediately the motor rider brought the new cloth and was entering. Then the motor rider said, "Hey, see how Ghost people just hit me." The motor rider said, who is wearing the same cloth that he brought? Because he saw somebody who has used the cloth the kente he is bringing that was at the back of the motorbike. Somebody will be frank to man on the back. Your son, I will see a gumi. Ghost pimples. I don't read the ghost pimples are there. Ghost pimples. So the motor rider has been sent to bring a new cloth to the Trasacco phase 2 so that the family head can use it in place of the missing one that they brought. The motor rider came to the place with a motor entering the house and saw the cloth at the back, took it, put it in front of him, and was riding the motor by the location from the gate to the house number so. Friends, the rider said he was carrying the cloth. He saw the design of the cloth. He took the cloth out just at the phase 2 gate and rode from phase 2 gate to their house number so. When he got there and they brought somebody to come and collect, he said he saw somebody wearing the cloth. The kente in front of the motor rider has become a black cloth. Montebrofo. And I'm not Montebrofo. It means can you see? Oh, networking is stable. I mean, you show. Mapon. T. Ebusu Penny akɔgye adamudie a ne dehye da hɔ ɛyɛ ne dehye ne ba akɔgyina busuafo akyi ɛbɛyɛ wedding a efumu ni da hɔ amamre kwan so wokɔware na maame wu a yeye ni wie ase na ma wale bɛma ne pɛntɛm akɔhe bɛma ne fi aburochi na aba ɛna na ase ba na ɔba bɛyi awale ewu. And John Command bride, socks, belt, watch, and a kintiri sika. And the codada and say, oh my yen, a branch and if you have CBC. A ban is son, omo play, Emma Busonu divide, and Museum, as a mamma quansom. Yen to me got ne yase. yɛntumi nkɔtena awade ase a yɛnnya ba ahyɛ fridge enti ɔmo mba afei nkurɔfoɔ na ɛbɛba no so nyina ɔmo tumi hyɛ fitaa ɛsɛ obiara hyɛ tuntum esiane sɛ ɔmo de hyɛ ɛda fam abusuapanyin kenti a yɛde brɛ no as part of the bribe ɔbɛhyɛ de aba awadeɛ no ase ade kyea nɔpa abusuapanyin adware awie 8 o'clock fiti 9 yɛahwehwɛ de ntoma ne saa wɔ bi a yɛde to yɛyɛ so quickly no ne baba no ɔda sɛ yɛnkɔfa bi ɛmbrɛ no ɛwɔ dansoma swine link hɔ no yɛsɛ obi to bi wɔ hɔ ne ɛma design ne ɛma motor rider yɛtua motor rider ɛna ɔde ntoma no foforɔ fi swine link girigirigiri na ɔde ba Trasaco phase 2 motor rider ne bɛdu hɔ no odu gate hɔ no a yɛfrɛ on telephone sɛ asimesi bi ba ɔyɛ motor rider ɔsɛ ɔde adeɛ bi na ɛba yɛne ndi nkɔmɔ na ɔsɛ yoo ntoma no yɛde rubber aso according to guy no yɛde rubber tie aso ntoma no ɛwɔ n'akyi kente n'akyi ɛnti oyiye ɛna ɔde hyɛ n'anim wɔ wadu awie okodu fie hɔ a yɛba abɛgye ntoma no a ɔno na ɔseɛ sɛ ntoma no a ɛda n'akyi no ohun so obi fra bi ɛde akyekyere kɔla ɛde pie fifie no na ɔsɛ adɛn ntoma no ɔmo de yɛ wei wɔ ha na ntoma no ɛda me kaa de ne moto n'akyi no deɛ ɛda moto n'anim na baasa na obi fra bi sisi a wanka hwee ohyia nipa no at the entrance ɛna ɔde rider no baa yɛyi ntoma no ma abusuapanyin ne yɛtua rider na ntoma kente na abusuapanyin no ɔda ayɛ na yɛtua rider ne de ba yɛbie so a ayɛ ntoma tuntum black cloth black men cloth mmarima ntoma yɛfra what I say still abusuapanyin adiskenti ɔsɛ ɛnyɛ hwee ɔnhyɛ ntuntum so nsɛ abayɔ no adeɛ when they went back to the room on the bed of the abusuapanyin the old kente that was missing was lying on the cloth was lying on the bed then abusuapanyin said sana adeɛ no kora megya to hɔ he took it and wore it and asked the motorrider to take the black cloth back to Swan Link, the shop, and tell them, say, they ordered for kente, not black cloth. It became confusion because they told the thing according to WhatsApp videos and pictures. And the motorrider, they took the picture and the motorrider exchanged the picture of what he's bringing. So if it has become black cloth, then who changed it? Then it's a motorrider who has gone to change the kente cloth to a black cloth. Why would he do that? That was when the rider said, when he got to the entrance, he was shocked to find out that a certain man came out of the place and has used the same kente cloth to tie his neck. Yes, your boy. And the owner of the company says, me the rider here, you must have one of them is supply call. Honey ho kura on the call or found to money their call head. And the emperor and someone. And he became back and forth while the engagement people are coming. Your boy 11. Ebusuapanyin called them who are or see a year back on the buy into Wabi until old Fradiaba. Ladies and gentlemen, ebusuapanyin front me. O PF then on the staircase, a 4-bedroom has or top or sunny staircase now but down. Amaya J. Our Diana Fred and Crofona bar. What was like he slipped from the top of the staircase, rolled on the staircase in the old kitty, bra on the floor. They have to rush Ebusiampenyin to Leicester Hospital. Halted the marriage. Told the man's family members who have come waiting to enter the house that there is a disaster. So they had to postpone the engagement ceremony. True story is what I'm telling you. They postponed it. Ebusiampenyin had been taken to the hospital. He can't talk. He fell from the top, the staircase, to the ground floor. No blood. But the ultrasound they did, the CT scan showed head injury. Ebusiampenyin cannot talk. His BP is not stable. He is on the verge of dying. So they had to rush him to Korle Bu Teaching Hospital for further checks. Ebusiampenyin was brought to Korle Bu Teaching Hospital, and they were trying their best to see that why is the BP not stable. Unfortunately for them, the mistake was when we were coming with Ebusiampenyin when he fell, they added the kente cloth. So somebody opted that they should remove the kente cloth before he swells it with wee, and they removed the kente cloth. When they took the kente cloth off, the BP of Ebusiampenyin was stable in Korle Bu. If anybody tells him BB and you are saying Oboa, Onim. So to cut a long story short, Ebusiampenyin didn't talk. So the postponement of the Thursday engagement that they can do, Ebusiampenyin probably any Thursday. Now the next in command of Ebusiampenyin, only a man bride be and to see only the on yet. Isan say, "Omo this share eshe fridge mu a, yem betena se beji awade." Ejobu for marry and come. So the marriage didn't come on. Ebusiampenyin was there. He did good in the hospital for 7 days plus, and came up with partial stroke on his left arm and left leg. When Ebusiampenyin came back and gained his consciousness, then he told us what happened to him when he put on the cloth and was descending from the bedroom upstairs. He said, hey, another goose pimples. Why is this thing happening to me? He said he saw the daughter. Abofra na ebe ne ho ade ohun no se wabegyina n'anim tia ne se na den na wa chese and also bisa say bra and your ear nsa say hey bra. Then he slipped on the staircase. So it was not the daughter. It was a familiar spirit of the dead mother of the girl that they have insisted that the marriage should not happen, and they pushed Ebusiampenyin from the top floor straight to the ground. Ebusiampenyin and man strokes is here, the left hand ending in left leg. I've no narrated thereby. Ebusiampenyin see or no. Yesie ni nyani wie kura awade no onye. Ombejom watch, ombejom shoe, ombejom socks, any of girls. Now branch any or some say. So they have to go and call to come and pour libation and do. I came into the system because of the libation pouring fast. What am I bringing to your notice in my bad network state? The truth is, our traditions that we are adhered to customarily has been accepted by law. So Ebusiampenyin of that number should be careful, especially when it comes to funeral issues. That Odobroni, I've cautioned her last week that she is as young and beautiful as any other person would want to be. She is not a wife of Daddy Lumba as far as documentation and other things are concerned. Although Bruni has children for Daddy Lumba, and she doesn't happen to be, she's not even the only woman who has delivered children for Daddy Lumba. So it makes a lot of sense if Abusampenyi will go straight to avoid what happened to this Abusampenyi I'm talking about, that Sewa is the official legitimate wife of Lumba that they know. And for that matter, all baby mothers can come to the funeral with their children, but the widowhood rites is performed only by Sewa. That will cause everything to come to a rest. But if Abusampenyi, who have made it clear to us that the only wife they know is Akosua Sewa, now stands in an interview to tell us that as we speak, the leaders of the family are yet to sit to look forward to who qualifies to perform the widowhood rites so the funeral can be organized. Tell him he should be careful. Number two, I want to encourage Odobroni, like I said last week, that she should not insist on becoming a by force widow for the demise of Daddy Lumba. A lot of people are talking to her and encouraging her that she was the only woman that was living with Daddy Lumba. And for that matter, if she doesn't do the widowhood rites, Daddy Lumba's spirit will haunt her. Odobroni, they are lying to you. Why are they lying? Because Daddy Lumba's spirit cannot come and hunt you, because the spirit of Daddy Lumba knows that you can only be hunted as a wife, not a baby mama. So don't mind those who are lying to you that if you don't do the widowhood right, the spirit of Daddy Lumba will come and hunt you. It's not true. It's not true. The reason why till now you've not had any dream, clear dream about the death of Daddy Lumba is because your system is drained down. Odobroni, can you sit up and act as in Kolani Mame and make sure that you make all necessary provision for the children to do the needful for their father, than you entangling them with your request of becoming a widow for a man who didn't pay your bride price, not because he's wicked, but know the consequences of coming forward to pay your bride price, but can have babies with you, even though it is also illegal. So, Odobroni, my advice to you is forget about those who don't know tradition. Forget about the sensationalism on social media. Forget about those who are speaking with emotions. And hear the truth, that as young and beautiful as you are, don't practice widowhood rights with Daddy Lumba's cause. All the pastors who are telling you that Lumba is disappointed in you, all the fetish priests who are telling you, the prophets, the elderly men, the elderly women, the friends in crime that you have, who are encouraging you to be a widow, they wish you not well. Your mother's statement, the conversation you had with your mother, that I am privy to because I was in the conversation, will help you rather recover from your shock. Girl, you are beautiful. You have enjoyed enough of Daddy Lumba. Don't worsen your case by becoming a by force widow. Even if Abusampenyi forces you to perform widow right, refuse it. Because I am scared for you. Odobroni, we appreciate your efforts in living like a house self for Daddy Lumba. We appreciate your efforts in holding on to the legacy of Daddy Lumba as we speak. The family has not done the needful by coming to lock the door of Daddy Lumba where the two of you were living. Because I've not heard it. If they've done it, then congratulations. But if they have not moved you from your matrimonial bed and matrimonial room ever since the demise of Daddy Lumba, be careful. Because one, you are not a wife. You are cohabiting with him. And tradition should not be performed between you and Daddy Lumba as a spouse. So be careful they don't do things to you as if you are a wife. Please relax and let them help you go through the process as a baby mom. I've relaxed. Even though my network is bad, maybe this recording will help Odobu. You were young. You are beautiful. You are affable. And for that matter, don't allow anything to compromise your well-being, especially your mental health. And whilst I talk about mental health for Odobu, in a bad connection, let me also bring to your notice that Afromas Plus is the baby on the block with all the blessings. Every man watching me needs this every month. It's called the Afromas Plus Dietary Supplement. 1 cup a day for 1 month. Every month you need 1 cup. You need 1 container. Why? Because this is the best drug for your prostate. Your prostate glands bows to Afromas Plus. Hear me, wherever you are, please try your best and come for Afromas Plus and swallow it. They are proud sponsors of the School of Marriage and Relationship. Let me continue my conversation. So, Odobroni, may I use this opportunity to remind you again that those who are around you, who are pushing you to perform with the word right, because Lumba will be offended, they are lying. They are setting you into a traditional negative trap that will not help you. So, my dear, whatever condition under which you'll be encouraged to perform with the word right, refuse it. Although I'm saying refuse it. Forget about friends, forget about society, forget about skeleton family members, forget about those who will make you feel like, truly speaking, you have lost a husband. And for that matter, if you don't perform as a wife, you will have a challenge, psychological and health-wise. They don't mean you well. Sister, they don't mean you well. I am speaking from a good heart because you are not my family member. Papa Lumba is not my family member. But I'm the authority on relationship matters in Africa and the world as a whole. My illustrations are vivid, clear, understanding. Examples are clear. And it makes a lot of sense because they are life experiences. If you will listen to me, which is not by force or double, refuse any offer of being a widow. No matter how they pay their way through, refuse any offer of allowing you, a double, to perform as a widow. You may disagree with what I'm saying. There's no internet. You may disagree with what I'm saying. You may not be comfortable with what I'm saying. But hear me, all those who are acting as if they love you and are encouraging you to perform the Woodwood right, they don't like you, or they don't understand what is at stake, or they want your disgrace, or they are envious of you. Because Daddy Lumba have never said anywhere on any of his platform that you are the wife. He makes it clear that people should thank you for your support. You could be a house help. You could be a nurse. You could be a friend in need who has become a friend indeed. But in the preamble of Daddy Lumba, everywhere he brought you up, there is no video or proof that Daddy Lumba mentioned you as a wife. So that if you don't perform widowhood right, Daddy Lumba will resurrect and come and deal with you. The one that Daddy Lumba can deal with by familiar spirits of the family that he belongs to is Sewa. Is Sewa in Germany. Akosia Sewa in Germany. So I am pleading with you, Akosia. I am pleading with you, Odobuni, to hear me and hear me clearly. That you are admired by a lot of women. It is also to come and remind you that the things you are going through, most of them have been orchestrated by yourself. So be careful to think with your people and reverse some of the things that are weighing you down as Odobuni. Feel free. The father of your children has passed on. If you can act like that for me, my prayers will work for you. If you can act like that for me and relax, allow those who have legitimacy like Sewa perform her widowhood rights and sit like the other children's mothers came to sit their children at the funeral. Only ask, what do I need to do on behalf of the children? You are under obligation to tell the family what really happened, what transpired. Very, very essential. I want to rest on Odobuni here. Those of you who are pushing her, Diomi, stop it. Ebsapeji, I can't be there and tomorrow in the evening for the cell. Odo Obroli back up. Make yourself invisibly important. Now to Akosia. Akosia, hear me. Stick to your stand. don't allow any religious leader who doesn't know tradition and culture to talk you out of the stand you are taking. Akosia Germany, hear this. If you are not reliably informed about what Lumba has done with this platform, it's likely that your performance at this funeral will be detrimental to your well-being, your health, and your friendship. Akosia Germany, never listen to anybody who says Enyashi Germany. Now we don't write it. Akosia Germany, insist that you perform the right. As we speak, your family members must have gone to Ebusiampenyi Lumba's family to go and ask them, what does it entail for our daughter's right? So you need to consult. We say, I won't consult you. Although consult me, I can hear Akosia Germany. Also consulting me, I can hear and there. Maybe I am Namia who need your baby. It is now, ya can be a good. Na Ebusiano or China on the net or China with Fred, young Gosha and net or China and many so edu. No cranny say, me per se, they are denied fruitless. Na Ira Miss Akosia, the widow of the family. Or yeah, a widow. Dear, a young woman said, oh, my no Cassina, only be a question. It is a one shot who will must. Ma, Mr. Men's some agenda. Membre. One hour you Lumba familiar spirit. Ebeba abechi ebi sounds. Medasi Akosia sewa. Se we see ayo. Akosia sewa. Shawu ye se. Ye obituary. Udin never so say. And Kuala and so. Bomoding na Misrael di agrowing ejumani. Akosia Misrael. Men tried that. So when they are to say, and Yambu. Hear me. Men, my young bread. No tradition and we not say. I was just say, wow. I want to rest my case here because my network is very bad. I keep restarting. I don't know what to do. I was just saying, be careful of yourself. Hold on to your stand firm and just go ahead and let's see what happens. Abraham Pona, because network in my main. A foot will be a call. I was just a foot to call. I've never been foot to Young Pong, or network in me about. I'm not ready. I'm now in. I'm not aware. The story for the day is so. My son, our body is Medasi. Menya abuna mepon. Esther. Network ni nye. Esa na my door bisa. Be futu na me ba me dey baby. Nyame ya adoma story na ye won ye be. Story na ya rushing ko baby ya. Timam good night. I mean can tell obi anfa Afromas Plus. Network ni nye cry 1 minute 50 seconds. 1 hour 50 minutes. Yeah, 1 hour 50 minutes plus. And then it. See na my breast na our motivation for that. A story na the buy no. Ile di mu. Me da was akusiasa. Ebiom they obituary na hwe se won kwa wo as a wife in the widow. Me fa nyame so enkofa oba frog abuja peni eka se asimesisi ka se mempene di on ti ase no onkoshi o share kuna se crazy no do she amfa di aka ni mbre fi mbre network is bad. M1.
Yare yo, yare yes. Obi benya wona fi yare. Yamfa yare nsu nya nipa. Sichire yare ni no. Sickness can determine the last straw of your life. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and loved ones, supporters of our foundation, the CL Foundation for Health, Diabetes and Asthma and Cerebral Palsy. We are knocking at your doors, knocking at your pocket, knocking at your emotions. Support me and my team to support people living with diabetes, asthma and cerebral palsy. Your donations are welcome on 862-215-2007. Your Zelle 862-215-2007. MTN Ghana numbers 055 000 5077 055 000 5077. It is the MTN number. CL Foundation for Health and Support. Help us with the diabetes equipment, glucometers, wheelchairs, old clothing, new clothing, financial support, and let's give it to the needy. Thank you for your support.